In a quiet valley tucked deep within a kingdom of silver rivers and tall whispering pines, there stood a warm little cottage made of golden wood and covered with a roof of moss. Every morning, sunlight touched it first, and every night, fireflies gathered around it like tiny lanterns. This was the home of the three bears. Papa Bear was strong and gentle, with fur the color of chestnut bark. Mama Bear was soft-voiced and warm-hearted, her golden brown coat always carrying the scent of wildflowers. And Baby Bear, small but brave, had bright eyes full of wonder. One crisp morning, the three bears made breakfast together. "My porridge smells so good today," Baby Bear said, standing on his toes to peek at the bowls. Papa Bear smiled. "It needs to cool. Let's take a walk before we eat." Mama Bear nodded, placing the bowls on the table. "The forest is glowing today. Let's enjoy it." So the family stepped out into the sunlight, leaving the cottage door unlocked, as they always did, trusting the peace of their forest. Far away, beneath the shade of white birch trees, a little girl named Goldilocks wandered with a basket in her hand. Her hair shone like sunlight, tumbling down her back in soft curls. She loved exploring the woods, humming little songs, and gathering flowers. But that morning she had wandered farther than she meant to, and the path grew unfamiliar. A cool wind swept through the branches. Goldilocks rubbed her arms. "I hope I'm not lost," she whispered. Just then she spotted a warm glow through the leaves. A cottage small, welcoming, and touched with sunlight, as if it had been waiting for her. Birds perched on the railing, singing softly. Goldilocks stepped closer. "Hello," she called gently. No answer. The door creaked open with the breeze. Goldilocks hesitated, then took one careful step inside. The cottage was cozy, filled with handmade wooden furniture, woven tapestries, and the gentle scent of honey. On the table stood 3 bowls of steaming porridge. Her stomach growled. "I suppose a little taste won't hurt," she murmured. She tried the first bowl. Too hot. She gasped, fanning her tongue. She tasted the second. Oh my, too cold. Then she tried the smallest bowl. Just right. She sighed, eating every spoonful until her tummy felt warm again. Feeling calmer, she looked around for a place to rest. In the living room were 3 chairs. The largest one was sturdy, but far too big. "This one feels like a mountain," she whispered. The second was softer, but she sank too deeply into it. "This one feels like a cloud." Then she sat in the littlest chair. "Oh, this one is just crack." The chair broke under her, sending her to the ground in a gentle tumble. "Oh no." "I didn't mean to," she said softly, brushing herself off with guilty little hands. Growing tired from her wandering, Goldilocks climbed the stairs. 3 beds lay in a row beneath a window glowing with warm light. The first bed was wide and firm. "This feels like sleeping on a log." The second was softer than soft. "This feels like sinking into feathers." The third was small and snug, with a blanket stitched with little stars. "This one is just right," she whispered, curling up. Her eyes fluttered shut, and soon she drifted into a peaceful sleep. Meanwhile, the three bears returned from their walk, laughing as Baby Bear held up a pinacone he had painted with berry juice. But the moment they stepped inside, Papa Bear paused. "Hm. My porridge has been stirred. Mama Bear touched her bowl, and mine has been tasted." Baby Bear rushed to his place. "Someone ate all of mine," he cried. Papa Bear checked the chairs next. "My chair has been moved," he said. Mama Bear gasped softly. "Mine too." Baby Bear pointed at the broken pieces of wood. "And mine is broken." The bears exchanged worried glances. Papa Bear whispered someone might still be here. Up the stairs they went, slow and careful. The sunlight painted soft patterns on the walls. And there, in Baby Bear's bed, lay Goldilocks, curled up like a sleeping kitten. Baby Bear whispered, "She's little." Mama Bear stepped forward gently. "She looks tired. Perhaps she wandered too far." Papa Bear nodded. "Let us wake her kindly." Mama Bear touched Goldilocks's shoulder. "Dear child, are you all right?" Goldilocks opened her eyes. When she saw three bears standing beside her, she gasped and sat up quickly, her heart thudding. I'm so sorry," she cried. "I thought no one lived here. I ate your food and broke your chair, and I didn't mean any harm." Papa Bear knelt down so he wouldn't frighten her. His voice was calm and warm. "You should not enter homes uninvited, but you are safe." Mama Bear smiled softly. "And you look hungry still. Will you share a fresh meal with us?" Goldilocks blinked in surprise. You're not angry?" Baby Bear shook his head. "I wanted to fix my chair anyway. Maybe you can help me choose new colors." Goldilocks's fear melted, replaced with relief. She nodded. "Yes, I'd like that very much." Downstairs, they went together. Goldilocks helped Mama Bear stir a new pot of porridge, sweetened with berries she had gathered that morning. Baby Bear showed her his paints, and Papa Bear crafted a stronger little chair for him, humming as he worked. They shared stories, laughter, and warm bowls of porridge until the sun drifted low and golden across the sky. When it was time to leave, Goldilocks hugged them each. "Thank you for your kindness. I'll never forget it." Mama Bear placed a small wooden charm around her neck, a tiny carved bear. "So you always find your way, and always remember kindness." Goldilocks smiled, her eyes shining. "I will." She walked home through the forest, the path suddenly clear, almost glowing beneath her feet. And from that day on, Goldilocks visited the three bears often, bringing flowers, helping Baby Bear paint new pictures, and sharing warm meals in the golden cottage. The forest seemed brighter with the friendship they had found, and so the gentle lesson of their tale lived on. Kindness can mend mistakes. Courage can heal fear, and forgiveness can open the door to friendship. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe for more wonderful tales.